Got volume left and right. Down the bottom here, you've got your track browser. So find the track you want, drag and drop it in, or you can just load it using the arrow. There's a scroll wheel here, or you can use the up and down to go track by track. Once you find the track you want, like I said, drag and drop or load it, hit track browser again, brings you into the track window. Volume up, play, so it allows you to hit play. This is your headphone. Scratch platter up here. You've got track gain. You've got hot cues. You can set cues wherever you want. Delete a cue, you hit shift and then the cue. So I'm deleting all the cues, now there's no cues left. So now there you go. Effects on, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Leave those on for now. Flux allows you to set a loop and it continues playing. You've got pitch bend, so if you look there, if I hit pitch bend up and down, it's a temporary pitch, more kind of like a nudge on a turntable. This is a more advanced pitch nudge. Tap to tap in the beat grid. I won't do that now because it'll affect the beat grid. You've got loops here, so you've got 32 bar loop, you got 16 bar loop, 8 bar, 4 bar, 2 bar, 30-second bar, loop out. So then underneath that you've got track advances. So if I want to go advanced 16 bars, or I want to go back, I hold shift and go back. You can do one. So you've got track advances and track reverses. Then below that, you've got the shift button, obviously. EQ reset, so you've got lows, mids, and highs. I can turn them off. So they're off, and the EQ reset allows me to just single touch, or I can double tap to 0. So then the last one on this row here, you've got filter, high pass, low pass. Okay, then the buttons in the bottom here, you've got scratch platter. So what I've done on here is I've actually set it up so you've got the control of Effects 4, which is a gator, and if you so you can actually scratch on it. It sounds like a cut feature. Obviously not there, it didn't sound so good. You pick a better scratch sample and it sounds awesome. You got loops here. So you can loop that section that you want to do. You've got halo pad, which is like a high pass filter. Bottom left is off, top right is full on. Then you've got the effects. So you've got effects 1, 2, 3, and 4. They're color coded. So I'll just use here. Beat matcher. You've got a turntable one, which is like a break. You've got a ring modulator, which is like a hiss sound. Then you've got other effects like flangers and stuff like that. Delays. You've got here reverse. reverb. Gator. And that's it for effects. You can add effects as you want. You can customize this whole thing as you need. So the whole thing is customizable. On the far left here, you've got two buttons. You've got set screen, and you've got back. So if you use back, and up in the right-hand corner here, there's a little button that gets you out of emulator, and then there's tractor. So let's say I move tractor out of the way, I go back into emulator, and you see the tractor's not set right? So this is my desktop. If I hit set screen, it'll actually populate that window there. Boom. Now tractor's all set, ready to go. So that's it. If you hit back, you go to wall, you can draw things. So there you go. Thanks for watching.
Hey, welcome to Apps We Gotta Have. You know, we get asked regularly, what apps work really well with the Jamstik? Well, there's a ton of great apps made by wonderful developers, and we're gonna do some short episodes to help detail the one or two things about any specific app that make it an app that we've gotta have. Apple's GarageBand for iPad and iPhone is a very well-known music creation app. Some say it's the most installed music app on the planet. So here's what we love about GarageBand and why it's a must-have. First off, sounds. If you don't do anything more than just play with different sounds in GarageBand, it's still worth the download. There's a lot here to play with. The acoustic guitar is really good. The other guitars, kinda meh. Number two, recording with GarageBand is more legit than it gets credit for. If you don't know how to record in GarageBand, do a search on YouTube and you'll get going really easily. There's a bunch of other things that we love about Apple's GarageBand. Things like the ability to use in-app audio or audio bus, and the ability to do file sharing between my iPad or iPhone and my Mac to open a GarageBand session in Logic or GarageBand. The only buzzkill about GarageBand is the fact that the sample buffer is 512 samples. That makes your latency kind of high, but I think with the variety of sounds that you get with the GarageBand, it's still worth the download. Look below this video for a link to GarageBand and some other resources related to the Jamstik use in GarageBand. And thanks for watching Apps We Gotta Have. This is the Puck Plus, the universal wireless Bluetooth 4.0 MIDI interface for musicians who make music with an iPhone, iPad, or Mac. Yes, Bluetooth means wireless, and thanks to Apple's Bluetooth MIDI connectivity in iOS 8 and OS X Yosemite, it's fast and stable. and enables multiple simultaneous connections. The Puck Plus supports both USB or 5-pin MIDI connections, enabling any MIDI controller to wirelessly connect to apps on your iPhone or iPad and DAWs on your Mac in an easy-to-use device. Chances are you have more than one MIDI controller, so give each a Puck Plus and simultaneously connect them all to your iPhone or iPad or Mac. If you haven't already noticed, iPads and iPhones aren't exactly the easiest to connect cables to, and newer Macs have fewer physical ports to hook up your gear. The Puck Plus connects to your controller and sends MIDI to your app or workstation, just like you used to send MIDI over a 5-pin cable or USB. Not only that, but the Puck Plus can also power most low-drawing USB controllers. Bluetooth MIDI is a major technology leap for musicians, and the Puck Plus takes those advantages and makes it easy for players to use the Apple tech that they love. If you back the Puck Plus here on Indiegogo, you'll get into Bluetooth MIDI earlier than the users who have to wait for retail availability. And once you experience how simple and reliable the Puck Plus's wireless performance is, you'll wonder why you had to put up with wires for so long. The Puck Plus, it's wireless MIDI made easy.